Hey there, Sharon Horbe-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2622 of What You Up To Now. This is where I document the journey that I've been on, obviously, for the last several years. And it was originally, I started doing it because some coaches of mine recommended that I get online and I start talking about. If you don't know what to talk about, they said, talk about your journey. So I started by talking about my journey, but since I was scared to get on video and say anything or do anything, I actually began by sharing my annual challenge. I've been doing an annual challenge for myself for a couple of decades, and I decided, well, what a great way to share something, because I'm doing something every day, so that gives me an automatic topic to talk about every day. So I started in 2018. I started to share my annual challenge, and that year I did and was involved in a bunch of annual challenges to get me more comfortable doing video. What you see is what you get with me. I do not edit my videos. It is just something it's something I could have done, but then it would delay. And since I do them every day, it doesn't make sense to me to edit the videos. So I just do them and talk. And again, what you see is what you get. And today we're talking about relationships, because as part of the Be a Better You annual challenge, yes, I'm still doing the annual challenge, we're looking at relationships this month. We're focusing on, and I share a 9-part life framework every year. I've done it since 2021. I started adding 2 parts to the life framework that I've always shared with people that I work with and coach and consult and lead in different organizations I've been a part of. And that was one I learned from Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn back in the 1980s. I know, a really, really long time ago, but a great framework is a great framework. And once you make it your own, you just continue to use it. It's like when you hire an accountant. When you find that perfect accountant or CPA, you work with them for decades, because it's got to be built. It's a relationship that must be built on trust. So, and other things that are core values of ours. So today we're talking about relationship core values. What are the things that are most important to you? Because you need to know what yours are. And then what are some things, some core values that are in other relationships that are a part of your life and that are, again, important to you. Relationships that aren't super important to us, superficial social media relationships, for example. I don't know what other people's core values are, and I will make assumptions based on what they post online, of course, as we all do, but I don't really know what their core values are, and it doesn't really matter because I don't really have a significant relationship with them. But those people that we do have important relationships with in work, in our families, in business, and in life, we want to understand them better so we can improve our relationships. If you're in a relationship that you're not wanting to improve, what's the point of being in that relationship? This is, of course, my humble opinion. So today I've shared a list, I'm going to set my coffee down, of 10 different possible relationship core values. These may or may not be your top 3. My top 3 fall kind of within this, but then out, so I made up my own, which I do that with pretty much everything. It's like if there isn't a word for it, my daughter and I will make one up. So, for example, trust, communication, respect, loyalty, empathy, growth, compassion, commitment, independence, fun, and enjoyment are 10 very popular and excellent relationship core values, because they will strengthen our relationships if we're in agreement or not. And I will admit that I have been in terrific lifelong relationships with people, and our core values are not the same when it comes to relationships. But I understand what that person's core values are, and I respect them, and I embrace them, and I take them into consideration in all of our interactions. And that's what we need to do in every area and aspect of our life with respect to relationships. I would love anyone to tell me an area of your life that isn't impacted by the relationships that you have and the quality of those relationships. And so, like any other area, if we're not improving and continuing and growing and expanding and ascending those relationships, I always think, well, what's the point? But there are relationships that we have that are just for a certain thing, just for fun and enjoyment. There are groups that I participate in just for fun and enjoyment. It's like walking in nature. I go to walk in nature to chill, relax, to unwind, to have some independent thinking time, and just because I enjoy it. Sometimes I go with people, sometimes I don't. I actually prefer not to go out in nature with people because it is my quiet, independent thinking time. So I shared a couple of different people's, because they gave me permission to, top 3 relationship core values. And I talked about that because none of them have the same top three, and none of them have the same top three with me. So it's interesting that these are people that I very much admire, but it's not because we have the same core values. It's that I know, like, trust, and respect that they do what's right for them and I do what's right for me. And that's what we all need to do. So for example, Anna, her top three are trust, communication, and commitment. James are respect, loyalty, fun, and enjoyment. And Sophia's are empathy, growth, and independence. Mine, I might as well share those. I put respect, growth, and I didn't put independence, but I put fidelity. And fidelity and I suppose independence and growth are probably mine. And to me, fidelity means that, and it combines really four of the others, which is kind of my way of cheating and getting all the important things there for me. Trust, respect, loyalty, and commitment, to me, all are encompassed in the definition of fidelity. And why? Because I've had personal experiences where that wasn't true from the other side of the equation. And to me, that is a non-starter, non-option. And again, all of our core values are developed throughout our lifetime based on experiences we have. But at any point in our life, we could choose to not have those be something that is so important to us that we automatically make our decisions based on that. All right, that's it for today. If you are brave, please share in the comments below your top three relationship core values so we can get to know you better and understand what's most important to you. If you don't want to share them, of course you don't have to, but I challenge you to think about and identify as you're going about your day, what are the things that pop up as being most important to you? If you are triggered by the lies and the stuff on the media, probably trust and truth and honesty and authenticity are pretty important to you. If you're not, then they're probably not very important to you. Communication. You know if it's important to you or not. To me, I am not a huge person that has to stay in touch and be communicating all the time. I love the people I love no matter what. I do not like talking on the phone, but that's based on my past experiences. So if communicating is going to be through the phone, I'm probably not going to do it very often. Now, if I can video call you and talk to you and see your face and do Zooms, etc., those I will do because I like the face-to-face real-time interaction with people. And if I can meet with you in person, that's the best. All right, that's just me. You have to decide what's right for you with respect to building relationships. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.